Hey everybody. So I've been working on this and I've been recording it, and then I realized I didn't have the light on and it's just going to be super dark for you. So we're going to start recording from this point on. As you can see, I've been reworking. Here I'm adding this little building. Not sure what you call it. A gatehouse. The livery. One of those things. I'm going for something in the 20s here because I feel it's going to fit the personality of the people that I'm doing it for. And that's, you know, it's kind of a scary thing to put something in front of what you've already done. And now I'm trying to decide where the path is going to sit. And I know it's got to kind of sit here. So I don't know if I'm going to have a path that connects or we just come around. I haven't decided. Might just do some bushes stuff in this field. We'll see. And because I'm working in oil, some of it will have to wait because there's only so much I can do. The nice thing about oil is you can keep working it, you know, as you want it to work. But the other problem is there's a certain point where you have to just stop and let it dry for a bit. So that you can come back and refine it. At least that's been my experience so far. You know, with acrylic you can keep working real quickly because it dries as you're working, especially where I live because it's so dry here. But I do prefer working in the oil right now. It's just, I think, I don't think there's a real comparison. You know, I think acrylics are wonderful too. It's just a phase. That's the word. It's the phase that I'm in at the moment. So anyway, it does work. It does take a little longer. So we'll see. These videos will be kind of spotty, I think, as I keep working on it. But I'm just happy that I got started working on it again. I was kind of nervous about getting this next step started, so I was kind of putting it off. So now I've made the leap, and here we are. So I'm going to keep working on this and give it some personality, and then there's also lots more details. So probably the videos that will happen now will be you'll just watch me paint, because I've just noticed that while I do these videos, sometimes I find it, you know, it's great when I can kind of tell you what I'm doing, but then sometimes it really takes a lot of concentration to figure out what I'm doing. So it's nice to do some videos where I'm just not talking about what I'm doing, and you can just watch it and see how the brush is going. But I thought, well, I'll start with a video that I'm gonna, you know, talk and kind of explain the thinking here. So I'm just kind of giving it, I'm trying to give it some detail, some character, because it's, you know, old and stony. So we're giving it some character. I want it to stand out from the snow, and then I want the snow to be nice and bright. Had to cover up this tree that I had behind it, which I really liked that tree. So it's a little tricky, but that's okay. I've got another tree that's going to be happening here. but I'm not going to work a whole lot on that because I need to get the background. But I put the tree trunk here to give me perspective about where I'm working. And then I've been working on the snow here. So the snow, I've got some color in it because I'm trying to figure out where I want everything to land. And also snow does reflect the color of the sky. And in this sky I've got some pale pinks in there. And I overdid the pink down here. So I'm going to be reworking that down here later. But right now there's just, it needs to dry more before I can work in what I want there. So I'm going to let that be for a little bit, even though that's kind of bright right now. And then every time I rework the snowfield here, it runs into this tree. So then I rework the edges of the tree. And then I still have a lot to do with the top of this tree. But again, it's just sitting there for the perspective. The purpose of it being here is to give it some more interest, but also to have our little heart here with initials. And I need to do a little work on that heart there. Just a little bit. So I'm going to do a little more detail on that. And like I say, I only carve painted trees, not real ones. But I like that in my paintings. And then I'm going to add some detail up here on the top of this, and then I have a lot to do on this side and a lot to do everywhere. And I'm going to have this tree kind of filling this space as well. I'm going to try to maintain the cloud work here in the center piece. I'm going to try to maintain that focal point, and then we have the chateau off in the back in the distance, but then I have another piece that I will be setting here somehow. So I've got some work to do. And I'll be back. Next time it'll just be me painting. So have a great day, guys.